Dallas Stars versus Nashville Predators. It's a Central Division showdown in Nashville as the Dallas Stars roll into Bridgestone Arena, sitting at 7-4-3, eyeing ground on the conference's top-tier teams. The Predators, 5-7-4 and desperate to claw back into contention, find themselves looking up from 6th place in the division standings. Dallas is tied with Chicago at 17 points, just one behind Utah and within striking distance of second. Nashville sits at 14 points, facing a pivotal moment early in the season. Every game counts in this tightening division race, and with both teams coming off frustrating losses, this matchup feels like a tone setter, not just another November skate, but a statement night. Dallas won the first meeting of the season 3-2 and aims for a repeat. For the Stars, balance has been their calling card. They're averaging 2.86 goals per game and allowing 3.21, supported by a disciplined power play converting at 34%. Mikko Rantanen leads the charge with 20 points, 8 goals and 12 assists, while Wyatt Johnston adds 9 goals, proving he can carry a top-line load. Jason Robertson and Miro Heiskanen round out a deep core, each in double-digit point territory. Esa Lindell's +4 rating underscores his two-way steadiness, while Alexander Petrovic brings muscle with 21 penalty minutes. On the back end, Jake Oettinger anchors the net with 5 wins, a 2.89 GAA, and a .899 SV%. When he's locked in, Dallas gains instant momentum and controls the flow. Nashville, meanwhile, is searching for consistency in its 5-7-4 start. Philip Forsberg remains the spark plug, 12 points through 16 games, leading the team in goals, 6, and shots, 49. Ryan O'Reilly's veteran stability shows in his 10 points and 21.4% shooting, while Luke Evangelista adds 7 assists, proving himself as a creative force on the right wing. Eric Haula brings an edge with 18 penalty minutes, setting the physical tone. But the Preds' offense sits at 2.44 goals per game, weighed down by special teams struggles, just a 14.3% power play success rate. Defensively, their penalty kill sits solid at 82%, anchored by Juuse Saros' steady presence. With a 2.88 GAA and .902 SV% across 13 starts, he's faced close to 30 shots per game, often single-handedly keeping Nashville competitive in otherwise lopsided matchups. Form paints a clear picture. Dallas sits at 2-2-1 in its last 5, flashing moments of dominance but mixing in costly lapses. They edged Edmonton in a shootout and outlasted Tampa Bay 2-1 in overtime, yet defensive breakdowns doomed them against Florida and in a wild 7-5 loss to Anaheim. Nashville's slide runs deeper, winless in 3 after falling twice to Philadelphia and once in overtime to Vancouver. Their lone spark came in a 4-2 win over Calgary, fueled by Forsberg's precision and Haula's grit. The contrast is stark. Dallas competes wire to wire. Nashville fades when it matters most. Goaltending could decide this one. Jake Oettinger's .899 save rate doesn't dazzle, but his poise and rebound control steady Dallas's play. Casey DeSmith, 2-1-1, 3.15 GAA, .876 SV%, offers capable backup support. For Nashville, Juuse Saros remains the workhorse, logging 13 starts with a .902 save rate despite shaky defensive coverage that leaves him vulnerable on backdoor plays. If Dallas's top 6 maintains strong net front pressure, Saros could be in for a taxing night. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Nashville winner. The tactical layer runs deep here. Dallas's edge lies in structured puck movement and a deadly first-unit power play led by Rantanen and Johnston. Nashville's penalty kill has held firm, but sustained zone time could wear it thin. The Stars also own the face-off and shot metrics, 26.1 shots per game to Nashville's 27.4 allowed, suggesting possession will tilt green. The Predators' hope rides on counterpunch hockey. Quick breakouts from Roman Josi and Luke Evangelista's ability to stretch the ice. But against a Dallas blue line anchored by Heiskanen and Lindell, those windows close fast. Expect Dallas to lean on clean exits, tight neutral zone discipline, and pressure off the forecheck to suppress Nashville's rush game. X factors? Wyatt Johnston's finishing touch and Philip Forsberg's flair for clutch scoring. Both can swing momentum with a single shift. Special teams could also be the separator. Dallas owns the superior power play, while Nashville's discipline will be tested against that puck movement. If Saros steals momentum early, this could grind into a low-scoring brawl, but if the Stars capitalize on early chances, the Preds' defensive gaps may widen quickly. Dallas has the edge in structure, special teams, and goaltending balance. Expect Rantanen's line to set the tempo, Oettinger to steady the back end, and Dallas to leave Nashville with a hard-earned divisional win that keeps their climb up the central standings alive. Prediction. Total pick for this match is over 5. Washington Capitals versus Tampa Bay Lightning. Tonight in Tampa, two Eastern Conference powerhouses collide, both sitting neck and neck in their divisions, both chasing early season momentum. The Washington Capitals come in at 7-6-1, sitting 5th in the Metropolitan with 15 points. Tampa Bay, 7-5-2, holds 4th in the Atlantic with 16. These two teams met earlier this season, with Washington edging a 3-2 overtime win. Now, the rematch carries weight. Washington's trying to steady its form after a roller coaster week, while Tampa Bay's heating up with 4 wins in its last 5. It's a clash of identity, Washington's grinding structure versus Tampa's polished offensive rhythm. And both have the talent to swing a game in a heartbeat. Statistically, this matchup is as even as it gets. The Capitals average 2.86 goals per game with a stingy 2.43 goals against, thanks largely to Logan Thompson's brilliant form in net. He's 6-3 with a dazzling 1.45 GAA and .938 save percentage. Elite-level stuff. Tampa Bay's Andrei Vasilevsky, always the standard of goaltending excellence, owns a 4-4-2 record with a 2.70 GAA and 901% save percentage. Behind them, Jonas Johansson has been solid relief at .916 SV%, keeping the Lightning steady when Vasilevsky rests. Offensively, Tom Wilson has been Washington's heartbeat. 9 goals, 16 points, and relentless net front presence. Dylan Strome complements him with 10 assists and a +10 rating, while John Carlson continues to anchor the blue line with heavy minutes and offensive poise. For Tampa, Nikita Kucherov remains the creative engine with 14 points, 7 goals, and elite finishing touch. Victor Hedman's 11 assists underscore his quarterback role from the point, and Brandon Hagel's balance of skill and grit rounds out a deep top 6. The Capitals bring a defensive edge, allowing fewer goals and showing better special teams discipline, despite modest power play numbers, 12.7%. Tampa counters with more scoring punch, 3.07 goals per game, and a sharp 89.4% penalty kill that's been lights out recently. That special teams battle could define the night. Washington's power play has sputtered, but if it breaks through even once, it could tilt momentum against Tampa's aggressive forecheck. The core duel is clear. The Lightning's dynamic puck movement versus Washington's defensive layers. Tampa enters with momentum, winning 4 of its last 5 against Vegas, Utah, Dallas, and Nashville, while outscoring opponents 18-12. Their lone setback, a 3-2 loss to Colorado, still showcased their poise under pressure. Washington, meanwhile, has stumbled, dropping 3 of 5. A 6-1 rout of St. Louis was their lone bright spot, but defeats to Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Dallas highlighted issues in transition and on the penalty kill. With just 13 goals scored and 14 allowed over that span, the Caps' inconsistency remains a concern, especially when they fail to strike early. Between the pipes, it's a matchup of sharp form versus proven pedigree. Thompson has been outstanding, allowing only 13 goals in 9 starts with elite rebound control, giving Washington stability every night. Across the ice, Vasilevsky's numbers aren't vintage yet, but his recent performances suggest he's regaining rhythm as Tampa tightens defensively. With Johansson, 916 SV%, offering solid backup support, the Lightning can rotate confidently, though Vasilevsky is expected to start in this tone-setting divisional clash. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Tampa Bay winner. Strategically, Tampa will aim to dictate tempo. Their neutral zone transition is clicking, especially with Hedman pushing pucks north and Kucherov creating from the half wall. Expect aggressive forechecks to test Washington's defense, particularly when Carlson and Chychrun are double shifting. Washington's key lies in physicality. Wilson, Leonard, and Fehervary must own the corners, slow Tampa's speed, and open lanes for Strome's playmaking. Special teams will loom large. Tampa's top penalty killers, Cirelli, McDonough, and Hedman, have been airtight, while Washington's kill sits at 72.7%, a potential liability against a crisp Lightning power play led by Kucherov and point. Coaching adjustments will matter too. Peter Laviolette's Capitals thrive when controlling face-offs and playing tight in the third period, but Tampa's bench knows how to flip momentum in seconds. In the end, it comes down to discipline and goaltending composure. Washington's structure travels well, but Tampa's recent confidence and home ice rhythm give them the edge. Expect Vasilevsky to hold firm against a Capitals team still searching for consistent secondary scoring. Tampa's special teams and top-line chemistry tip, the balance late. Washington battles, Thompson dazzles, but Kucherov's precision and Hedman's two-way control carry the night in a tight, playoff-caliber finish under the lights in Tampa. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 4.5. Seattle Kraken versus St. Louis Blues. It's a Western Conference clash in St. Louis, and both the Kraken and Blues step onto the ice tonight searching for traction in a season that's starting to define itself. Seattle sits third in the Pacific at 6-3-4, battling consistency while keeping pace with Anaheim and Vegas. The Blues, fifth in the Central at 5-8-2, are trying to turn close calls into momentum after a slow start. At Enterprise Center, this is more than just a mid-season matchup. It's a measuring stick. Seattle's chasing rhythm, St. Louis is chasing answers, and both are skating into a crucial test of identity. Seattle enters with structure and balance, led by veteran Jordan Eberle, who's carrying the offensive load with 10 points and 5 goals through 13 games. Jaden Schwartz remains the engine at center, 6 assists, steady leadership, and sharp puck movement on the power play. Behind them, defenseman Ryan Lindgren has anchored the blue line with a team-high 27 penalty minutes, while Joshua Mahura's +6 rating highlights his efficiency. For the Blues, Pius Suter leads the charge with 9 points, complemented by Jake Neighbors' 6 goals and Robert Thomas's 6 assists. St. Louis is driven by its top-end creativity, but its depth scoring has lagged. The stat sheet tells the tale. Seattle averages 2.62 goals per game while allowing 2.92, compared to the Blues' 2.73 goals for and a rough 3.87 against. Special teams could decide this one. Seattle's power play has quietly improved, converting at 20%, while their penalty kill has been solid at 70.6%. St. Louis sits almost identical, 22% on the man advantage and 70% on the kill. Both clubs skate hard, play heavy, and lean on their goalies to bail them out. But that's where the separation might come. Joey Daccord has been reliable for the Kraken, boasting a 2.83 goals against average and .900 save percentage with 6 wins. Philip Grubauer adds veteran depth with a .887 save percentage. Across the ice, Jordan Binnington is searching for consistency. A 3.34 GAA and .859 S% tell the story of a netminder who's faced too many high-danger chances. Joel Hofer's 4.09 GAA offers little relief. The Blues are giving up 26.4 shots per game, while Seattle allows 28.1, meaning the Kraken defense is tightening quicker than St. Louis can respond. Momentum favors Seattle, even after that humbling 6-1 loss to San Jose. Before that, they'd taken points in 4 of their last 5, including strong wins over Chicago and Edmonton, and a tight overtime battle against the Rangers. They're generating offense early, averaging over 24 shots per game, and showing chemistry in their top 6. St. Louis, meanwhile, just snapped a rough 3-game skid with a 3-0 win over Buffalo, a glimmer of the disciplined two-way hockey Craig Berub's group can play when dialed in. But losses to Washington, Edmonton, and Columbus exposed familiar problems: transition defense and shot suppression. Tonight's undercurrent is the goaltending duel, Dacord's poise versus Binnington's volatility. Dacord's been quietly steady under pressure, tracking pucks cleanly and keeping rebounds to the perimeter. Binnington, on the other hand, remains an emotional player who can steal a period or unravel in a shift. If he locks in early, the Blues can hang. If not, Eberle and Schwartz will exploit the gaps. The tone will hinge on which netminder dictates rhythm, whether Dacord's calm sets the tempo or Binnington's fire ignites a surge. One mistake, one rebound, could swing everything tonight. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is St. Louis Blues winner. Expect Seattle to push the pace through neutral ice, using their forecheck to force turnovers and limit St. Louis's setup time. The Blues' best counter lies in their top pairing, Justin Falk and Colton Parayko, to slow Seattle's rush and keep Pius Suter's line active in the offensive zone. Special teams again could swing this. Seattle's second unit has quietly produced, Schwartz feeding Eberle off the right circle, while St. Louis has relied heavily on Thomas and Suter to generate clean zone entries. Depth scoring remains Seattle's hidden edge. With Matty Beniers heating up and Mason Marchment starting to drive chances, the Kraken's third line may be the X factor. So who takes it? Seattle's defensive structure, combined with steadier goaltending, gives them the upper hand. St. Louis has the skill to hang around but lacks the consistency to finish. Expect the Kraken to control tempo and grind down the Blues with disciplined puck management. Seattle's puck movement and balanced attack break through late, while Dacord outduels Binnington in the crease. For a team looking to solidify its playoff standing, this feels like the kind of road win that sets the tone for November. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 4.5. Anaheim Ducks versus Vegas Golden Knights. Tonight in Las Vegas, the Pacific Division spotlight burns bright. The Anaheim Ducks, sitting atop the division at 9-3 and won with 19 points, face the Vegas Golden Knights, hot on their trail at 7-3-3 with 17 points. It's first versus second, a mid-November showdown with early statement energy. Anaheim rides a 5-game surge, their confidence peaking, while Vegas seeks to halt a stumble and reassert their home ice dominance at T-Mobile Arena. These two aren't just divisional rivals. They're battling for control of pace, poise, and power in the West. Anaheim's rise has been fueled by balance and belief. Leo Carlsson has blossomed into a star, posting 20 points, 6G, 14A in 13 games, driving play and rhythm through the middle. Cutter Gauthier's sniper form, 11 goals, 17.7% shooting, adds a lethal edge to the Ducks' top line, while Troy Terry quietly stacks 17 points with consistent precision. On the back end, Jacob Trouba anchors the blue line at +13, setting the tone physically and defensively. Ross Johnston leads with 29 penalty minutes, enforcing space but flirting with risk. The Ducks' offense hums at 4.15 goals per game, and their special teams hum with purpose, converting at 22.2% on the power play and defending with a stingy 75% kill rate. Vegas counters with their usual mix of grit and finesse. Jack Eichel leads the Knights with 21 points, 8G, 13A, dictating tempo like a maestro. Pavel Dorofeyev with 9 goals, brings a burst of scoring from the wing, and Mitch Marner's 17 points and +9 rating make him the heartbeat of transition play. Ivan Barbashev's 14 points and Mark Stone's return add layers of veteran presence. On defense, Jeremy Lauzon provides bite with 19 penalty minutes, while Shea Theodore's puck movement keeps their attack fluid. Vegas averages 3.31 goals per game, but allows 3.23, a sign of recent slippage in defensive coverage. To stay elite, they'll need cleaner zone exits and tighter gaps, because against top-tier speed, one lapse can turn momentum fast. Momentum tells two different stories. Anaheim's last 5 games, all wins. 7-5 over Dallas, 7-3 over Florida, 4-1 over New Jersey, 5-2 over Detroit, and a shootout triumph in Florida. They're not just winning, they're overwhelming. 18 goals in their last 3 alone show a team that's found offensive chemistry and confidence, with their top 6 firing on all cylinders and secondary scorers adding crucial depth. Vegas, meanwhile, has split results: a 6-3 loss to Tampa Bay, a 1-0 defensive gem over Detroit, but setbacks against Colorado and Carolina in between. Their attack sputters in stretches, their defense exposed when tempo rises, and their transition game hasn't looked as sharp. The Knights need structure back. Anaheim's form suggests they'll push pace until something breaks. And right now, they look like the team most capable of forcing that break. Between the pipes, it's Lucas Dostal against Adin Hill, a duel of steadiness versus resilience. Dostal's been the backbone for Anaheim. 7-3-1, a 2.81 goals against average, and a .904 save percentage through 11 starts. He's not flashy, but he's reliable. Calm in traffic, strong on rebounds, and thriving under workload. Hill, likely back soon from a minor absence, owns a 2.73 GAA and a sharp .888 save mark in limited action. Vegas will lean on him to stabilize their crease, especially with Adin Hill's return expected mid-month. If Dostal outduels Hill early, momentum could tilt heavily toward Anaheim's confident forecheck, giving them the jump they need to dictate the pace, control neutral zone flow, and frustrate Vegas's top 6 rhythm throughout the night. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Vegas Golden Knights winner. Tactically, this one hinges on composure. Anaheim's top 6 has been relentless in cycling pressure, their forecheck wearing down defenders and opening shooting lanes for Gauthier and Carlson. Vegas will counter through Eichel's controlled entries and Marner's cross-ice creativity. The neutral zone becomes the battleground. Anaheim thrives on chaos. Vegas prefers control. On special teams, both sit even with 11 power play goals apiece, but Anaheim's depth scoring and blue line puck movement give them a slight edge when momentum swings. Expect Vegas to lean on home ice energy, trying to slow Anaheim's rush game with disciplined gaps and physical play along the boards. But if Anaheim's transition speed and scoring depth keep rolling, the Knights' defense may bend beyond repair. Watch for Carlson's line to dictate rhythm and for Dostal's calm presence to anchor key penalty kills. Anaheim's chemistry, balanced attack, and confident goaltending carry them past a Vegas team still finding rhythm. The Ducks keep flying high, and for now, the Pacific Division still runs through Anaheim. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 5.5.